Dooby 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 doo. Dooby 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 doo. Hey, 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 we got sound, we got vision. I'm guessing we've got a stream. Yep, looks like it. Welcome, welcome, welcome everybody. Welcome to Space Engineers. Just having some fun. A little break from the norm. I'm going to have a relaxing day today because it's Sunday. Yeah. I've got some coffee and we've got a base. We've got everything on our little base for survival, which means we can survive indefinitely here. So we've completed the basic survival goal of the game, and we did that in the last session. So we're finished the start of the game. We're now entering what you could call the beginning of the mid-game. Early mid-game. So what's the goal of the early mid-game? Well, it's to set yourself up with absolutely everything you're going to need, and yeah, we've got this base. This is it. This is all we've got. A little hole in the ground there for digging. I've opened up a gold mine, an iron mine, a nickel mine, because I didn't think we had enough nickel, a cobalt mine, but I didn't get any gold. Do we need gold at this point? Well, yeah, but we can do without it for a bit. So that's all you really need, and I've even gone overboard and put oxygen on there and stuff. So really it's everything you would need for any planet. And we're a bit excessive in the build. We've got 2 refineries. Do I want to build this base anymore? No. This is a starter base. This is just to make sure that we can survive indefinitely. If we get stuck or things go wrong, this is the place we're going to come to. And things do go wrong, like crashing ships and stuff. We're coming to that. We're coming to that. So what's this part of the game all about? Resources. We've got power. We've got a little bit of resource. We've got all of the mines that I think we're going to need. They're all opened. And basically, things are looking good. Distances are a bit harsh on this playthrough, but well, it happens. You can't have everything perfect, can you? So resources. Yeah, that's what we've got here. So we've got iron, nickel, silicon, cobalt, and a little bit of silver in case we need it. We are going to need another medical bay later, so yeah, we're going to need that. God damn, that coffee's nice. I did pick up a little bit of extra nickel. That might not be enough. Silicon we don't care about too much. Iron we care about a lot. Yeah, that's okay for... Oh, it's gone foggy. So hopefully we're not going to get ourselves killed today. You never know, do you? It's Space Engineers, and I can't see a thing. Stream's up and running nicely. Everything checks out. So yes, at the end of the last stream the sound cut out again. Windows 11 has a wonderful hibernation technique of just dropping all of my sound off a stream. I've looked into it. I don't know if there's anything I can do about it. It is Windows that is activating a hibernation on the sound card. So this is the iron mine I've been making. It looks alright. It's got some iron in it. Cool. But as you can see, we can't carry too much. And that's not good. And the distance is 4.6 kilometers. 4.6 kilometers at one backpack load per trip. That looks wonderful with the fog. That really does look good. Maybe it should be foggy more. Spooky. It's not even October the 31st. Wow. Luckily I did remember to put a light on the starter base, so I'll know when it's coming up. That is awesome. There we go. So we're just going to pop, yeah, so 2k of iron and a little bit of stone. So 2.7k at a time. No, that's not gonna cut the ice, is it? So at the end of the last stream, I was thinking about building a little flyer. Now, the first flyer that I build is never anything much. So I put this advanced rotor down. Let's get that started up. Alright, components in production. Magic. We can leave that to do that. Ow. And, yeah. We'll make our little advanced rotor in a minute or two. There we go. Oh, the fog's gone. Boo, hiss. That was so atmospheric. Literally. But yeah, this distance we're travelling to this iron mine. And that's given me a thought. Because I want to establish a main base. And if I establish a main base, I'd like it to be slightly closer to an iron mine than this one. We could also build a mining machine. We could. But we'd need a main base that's capable of doing more than this little thing we've made.
Inventory full.
I mean, it's okay. If you've got a small base like this, it's absolutely fine for doing small projects. But at the same time, if you want to do bigger projects, you could do with a better resource gathering system than flying around like 4 to 5 kilometers each way. Okay. Noted. The efficiencies, obviously, this is the worst efficiency you can have in the game. The way I'm doing it here, this is what you want to get away from. So we've got the tools. We do have some resources, and I do want something else. Yeah. I'm going to take you. Right, we're taking 2 bottles for this one. And it's cobalt. 9 kilometers. Wow. Wow, did we do well to find this one. Halfway up a mountain. In the middle of nowhere. So yeah, we struggled to find cobalt. It's always there, it's just finding it. Wait till we get to space, then it's even more fun trying to find things. So, what kind of vehicles can we make? Atmospheric vehicles, space vehicles, ground vehicles. Mostly anything you want. The only thing we don't have is ships. For water, because all the water in this game is usually ice. So they don't include that. I think they do in Space Engineers too. But that's going to be another year or so before that's available to us. At the moment it's not worth looking at. There's this nasty beat alpha thingy. Did we get any cobalt there? Oh, we did. Right, we got lots. Oops. Oh well. That'll take a while to do. Yeah, we can't even see the name of the base from here. Wow. So this ice lake here that we're flying past, I think we're going to put our main base there because ice gives you hydrogen. Hydrogen gives you space. Space flight. You can't use atmospheric engines in space because there's no atmosphere. There you go. It is as simple as that. So we will need a lot of ice. Oh, we've got a lake full of it. So that's probably what you would be looking for at the start of the beginning of the mid game. Your first resource that you're after, you should have found everything else by this stage, all the way up to gold. So the biggest resource you're going to need to get into space is ice. So you want the largest quantity you can find. If you're on the Earth-like planet, find a lake. Lakes are good. I don't want this refinery, I want the other one. The basic one, please. Thank you. Alrighty. So our components should be ready. They are. Now this is tricky. I can get this wrong. But let's build it. Right, there should be... Is there? No, there's no little blue thingy on it, a little blue pad. Okay. That's fine. So we'll have to use one of these. So, okay. I'm looking for advanced rotor. We must rotor lock down here at the bottom. So this here has to be checked. If we don't check that, the rotor is in free motion, which means if we place anything there, it can tilt or go upside down even, or do strange things. If we lock the rotor, we're fine. The other thing we need to do is remove this big thing, like that. Because that big thing gives us big blocks. We don't want big blocks. We want small blocks. That's why we use an advanced rotor. So we go back to the advanced rotor. Add rotor head. Add medium head, add small head. That's the one we want. We want small blocks. So we'll do that. And there we go. There's this little diddy thing in the centre here. Just there. So we're going to make that. And I want small blocks because I don't want a big flying machine, because that will take ages to construct. And yeah. Now that cobalt is going to take forever. So I'll put it in the basic refinery in case we run out of materials for this build. There we go. So that gives us that. So we've got this little diddy join here. And we can use that to build on. What we're going to need. We've got 14 of these, so we'll just use these up. And we'll do 3, I think. There we go. 1, 2, 3. You can see it bouncing around a little bit. I'm going to give it 4. Just, that's the start of my build. Just marks that. And we could use that for the base. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. Right, the other thing we need to do is make sure everything we can see. So, name. We're just going to call this base. I don't know what to call this place because I don't really want to be developing it as such. We'll copy that, Control C. Control V. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the word base in front of all of this lot. And my advice is always, always, always name everything that you create. And you're going to see why, as we do our first build, it becomes very important at this point. There we go. Right, so everything's named as base. So if I need to search for anything on the base, I just type in base. And everything's there. If the ship we're going to make is going to be called Taxi, for obvious reasons, and there's no blocks, so it empties the grid blocks. But it means that we can search by each item or each thing that we have, which is a good idea. The other thing we're going to need is a way of connecting our fly vehicle to the base. What can we use? I think we'd probably be able to use something like a conveyor. I'm not really too bothered what type of conveyor we use. How's about that and that? I don't know. What's that one? Oh, that's got a flange pipe on it. Let's not have flange pipes. Let's just have straightforward pipes. Okay. These take interior plate. Alright, we'll take some of that. We'll take that out of there. Don't even know what it was doing in there. But hey ho. How much have we got on us? Oh, we've got plenty. Okay. And I'm looking here, I think. Yeah. That'll do. Maybe one more? Alright, we'll put 6 in. Can you turn around? Yes, you can. Good. Right. That's that bit. So we just right click on you, 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 and you. And we'll put you into production. Yeah. Magic. They're all off. What do we want to do in the meantime? And the last thing we're going to need is connectors, isn't it? So connectors. Can we make them? Oh. I don't think we can. We've got a small connector here. Oh, wait a minute. Connect, yes we can. I'm going to put it there for now. So that will be a connector. And that's what we'll dock onto. Alright. Just pop one of those in there. You can colour all of these blocks, by the way. I just haven't done so. Some more steel tubes and some other stuff. 6 motors, okay. 3 motors. Sounds good. Alright, that's that up. That's that up. And that's that. Check the build plan is good. Just right click and put those in production as well. Oops, that button there. Good, right. So this is our construction site, and that's going to be a connector. Why did I build a connector first? Because we need to name it. And it's 88 steel plates. Okay. Huh. Sounds good. There you go. That's going to be our basic setup. And we're now starting to run out of ice in the pod. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. How much did I leave myself in here? 1.25k. Yeah, we're okay. We're fine. Alright, that's coming together nicely. All components successfully done. Okay. Right, let's get this together. Done. We need a control pad. So now we have this extra connector. We want to name it before we go any further to base connector. So our base can now dock with a tube, all in green, through to the container, which means anything that we're carrying on our lovely little thing is also going to be able to go through to the base. So here's our connector. And that's why I put that T on it, because that tells me where I'm putting the connector. Could actually pull it in a bit. Yeah, I think we'll put it there. Alright, so that's steel plate. Very easy to make this kind of thing. Just gotta get your choices right. Which I probably won't do. Which is fine. Alright, what else are we going to need on this? We're going to need some cargo. Medium, I think. I don't want large. Yeah, we'll go medium. And that takes the interior plate. Oops, missed. Never mind. Now, we want this to go in a certain direction. Not that way. Not quite. Yes, that's it. I want the little diddy small connector on the side. We want the larger connector front and back. And that goes there. Lovely. So I'll pop you up. Alrighty. That's you done. So that's the back end of the ship. What we're going to do for the front end of the ship? There's the question. Normally, you put an O2 generator in there, don't you? For oxygen. Would that be wise? I'm trying to think whether the weather patterns on the Earth-like planet can deplete O2, and the answer is I think they can, but usually at higher altitudes. So maybe we should put an O2 generator on it, but I'm not overly sure. Shall we try and get away without it? Yeah, we'll try and get away without it. I mean, if everything goes wrong, we die, we die. Alright, so we'll skip the O2 generator. We'll go straight for battery power. Okay, think about it. I'm going to go for 2 batteries. Again, mediums. I want long distance flight because if I remember rightly, that station is 43 kilometres away. So that's a good fair distance if we're going to ever get to that station. And we have the ice lake to scout as well for the placement of a main base. So it's going to have to do distance this. Its cargo capacity is going to be pants. That is not good cargo capacity. We could put an extra one of those in front of it, but there's no point, you may as well go for a larger container. So yeah, we've got those choices. Takes a little bit of headology to do. And this isn't the difficult bit. All I'm trying to do is get the length of it right. Because that is actually important. More important than people think. So we'll pop this on. And then we'll look at batteries. Gee. Batteries, please. There you go. Pop you here on 9. Yeah. I've got that much hydrogen left, but I just want to see if I can place that. And the answer is no, we... Oh, yeah, that's right, we need steel plate, don't we? Whoopsie daisy. That'll do. We have got these completed, haven't we? Yeah. Right, we can place there. Yes, we can place there. How do we do that? It'll let me place it from here. Okay. So that's 2 batteries. Something I haven't checked. Before I continue and start filling those in. So there's the connector. This all now says base. Medium cargo container, 3,375. That's very low. What's that? 2 backpacks full of iron ore? Maybe. We're at 1,200. 2, 4, 3. It's 3 backpacks full. Okay. That's actually enough for our purposes at this stage of the game. Check the build plan is free. Yep, it is. And put those into production. Right. I'm okay with that. Alrighty. I just want... Oh, we've got all this stuff on us. Okay. Guess we'll do this first then. Oh yeah, power cells, I remember. Very heavy power cells. "17 power cells, yikes." Alrighty. Alright, one battery up. Two batteries up. We need to get these on charge straight away. And this is where you kill your base. I can't do it from here, can I? No, I can't. Got to do it from here. Alright. So now we can see we've got these orange ones, which means they are not directly part of the base. And I'm going to call these taxis. But you can tell now which one's which. And that's important. Because it gets a little confusing if you don't. So taxi, taxi, and taxi. So now I can type in taxi, and there you go. So battery, auto, go to recharge. Battery, auto, go to recharge. You're done. Colours will change to yellow. Yeah, they're on yellow. Right, that's nicely recharging. I've got nowhere to put anything. I think we might be putting in some link blocks. I don't want to, but we might be. That's awkward. We actually don't have enough length. We would need a length of 2. Probably. That's closer. Put a little platform in for a sec. Yeah, because all of this stuff underneath is going to go. Disappear. That's going to be the bottom. Alright. That means they have to be completed. Okay. Yeah, it's not going to be wonderful. I'll go with that. Doesn't look great, but who cares? We don't want to go for looks on our first build, do we? Right. So what's next up? We need the components that allow you to fly. Which, well no, I'm going to do the other components first, the finishing components. Alright, which will be gyros for steering. Prototech gyro, no. We don't have gyros. Okay. Any ideas what gyros come under? Can't see anything there that looks like a gyro. Gravity generators? Ew. Don't want to do that. We've made the battery, so we've got all of this lot. Alright. That doesn't look very vehicle-like. Warheads? Oh no, 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 no. We're not doing warheads. We've got wheels. We've got the cab, the cockpit. That gives rise to the engines. Oh, we have to put the cockpit on next to it. Okay. Where are the gyros? So yeah, there's a line coming down here which extends into this lot. And it's these flat atmospherics I want to be using. Okay. That gives us engines. And I don't see gyros. I probably missed them. Okay. So it's telling me we're gonna need the cockpit, this thing. Alright, we can pop that on then. That might not be the right way up. How do I get it to go that way? Ah, like that. And I need the base of it up one. I can't put it on, can I? Alright. We'll have to put a false block in. Oops, we'll just put some false blocks in. Number 9. There we go. A bit like that. That's correct. We have to build it to open up other things. So let's build it. So until your progression's done, it can be a little bit tricky. I've got one here. I was about to go down there for this survival kit, there's one there. So, my batteries are now down to half power. Because it's been emptied into those two there, which are now at half power. So, you've got to bear that in mind as well. You're supposed to make sure that your base has enough power to fill up any batteries that you make. We didn't bother with that. We just built them and turned them on to recharge and, well, we've got a couple of big wind turbines. It'll be fine. It'll sort itself out in the end. Honest. Oh. Weird, huh? Yeah, you can kill your base by building something. Interesting. This is why I went for small. Let's pop this together. That should open up something else. Done. Right, so that's going to be our cab. Can't take those out. Actually, I think we're going to build them. We'll keep them, shall we? 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, we'll put 4 things in. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Did we get gyros out of that? We did. There you go, gyroscope. We needed to build that. What else do we need now? We can't do ore detectors, can we? We can. Alright, we'll take one of them then. Antenna. We can't build an antenna yet. Alright, gyroscopes I want on the centre line though. And I put those 2 blocks in. Oh hum, just have to build on those 2 blocks then, won't we? So it's number 9. There's a gyroscope. Gyroscopes can be tricky. Steel plates. I've got 9. That'll do. So gyroscopes, which way do you face them? Yeah, they have a direction. So you can see that the top spot on the gyro slightly points to the back. And I can't get it to move around. So I want them that way round. Like that. And then it shifts itself again. That way. Alright. We're going to need number 8. What's its weight? It's going to be interesting. I think we're going to put it there. So you can see there's 2 small connectors on the back here. That's where the O2 generator plugs in to the cab. Alright, we'll build these 3. And then see if we can actually do an antenna as well to balance it up. Put an antenna on that side. Alrighty. Well, it's starting to come together. But you might notice there's something missing. Engines. We'll see. They're up to 3 already, so they're nearly charged. That's good news. And we're holding at half. That's good. Excellent. I think we're going to be alright. That's a bit close. Okay, that was a bit close. Now can we, or can we not? You can see it's shaking around and I know why that is. I didn't switch the inertia on. Ooh, didn't realise I'd do that. Advanced rotor. Share inertia tensor. Thank you. We'll do that. Yeah, it's static now. Okay. So what this share inertia tensor does is that now is counted as part of the base for its weight. It wasn't before, so the weight of this was counteracting and pivoting on that front load. Yeah, there's a bit of physics to handle in this game. Batteries are charged and we're down to 1. Great. Can we do an antenna now? No, we can't. Oh. Maybe it's not called an antenna. That's interesting. There's a lot of truss light. I've never seen that before. That's interesting. Artillery turrets. Yum, 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 yum. What's this? Oh, gravity generators. Yum, yum, yum. There's a lot of things. A beacon. Oh. A beacon. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. Beacon it is. And it's size 2. Sugar. We have to make one. To get to antennas. I think what we'll do is we'll just put one down here. Like that. We'll make a false one and remove it. Yeah. And that will get us to antennas. Probably a good idea. No? Yes? No? Bleh. Who knows? Let's pop this in. And then 2. Okay, that's that done. Hope antennas aren't that big. There we go, there's an antenna. They are 2. Ew. Okay. But I think the ore detector's 2 as well. Huh. Interesting. I'm skidding. Don't want to skid. Let's pop it that way round. Why can't I place it there? Because I'm in the way. Oh, come on. Which button is it? That one? No. That one? No. That one? Yes. I can't place it. Can now, but it's turned around again. Oh. Stop it. I can't get it to go the right way. There it is. Awkward little beastie. Yeah, it looks about the right size. Now you can check. You can check. But not whilst it's attached to the base. Well, I don't think you can. Because it'll take the mass of the base into consideration. But if you look on the control panel, show center of mass. If you are looking at the taxi, then you should be able to show the center of mass, but it's connected to the base at the moment, so that's not gonna work, is it? Alright. Can we just go up a little? Thank you. Alright, so we've got everything that we want there. Yeah, I'm okay with that. So we have an antenna. Control V. Should still have taxi on there. We have a cockpit. A gyroscope. Do I need to do anything to the gyroscopes? Not really. Or detector. That could be switched off. Batteries already in. One megawatt each. Ooh, is that all we get? We've got two of them, so we've got 2 megawatts. Okay. Got 2 megawatts to mess with. I've still got quite a bit here. Alright. We should have enough. I hope. Engines. This is where the fun starts. Where'd you put the engines? And how many? So I'm going to go on to 2. That's that one there. I'm going to press G. Give us some tools. I'll need you. You. And you. I think I got that right. Yeah, that looks okay. Right. Engines. Thrusters. Oh, that was lightning. We've got a lightning storm coming in. Large atmospherics. Atmospheric thruster. I'm going to go with sci-fi because I've got the DLC. Alright, so we'll go with that on 5. Flat atmospherics. Flat atmospheric D-shape. 6. Might not be big enough. That's a little small. That's that one, isn't it? Try that one. Oh, right, maybe not. Hold on a minute, is that... Huh. And that. Right. Scroll wheel. That's a little big, I think. Yeah. Let's try that one. I want the smaller version. That's the one I want. Got it. So it's half a block. Well, it's like halfway. So it pushes in the direction where there's an empty space. Is the simplest way of looking at that. We've got to get it the right way up. That way up. Okay. want it right at the bottom, please. So it's looking like it's there. Like that. I put it up against the rim. Was that a good idea? No. Okay. Don't do this to me. There we go. Yep, that looks good. Now, one of the problems with these things when you build them, they're always switched on. And you can take damage from them. Alright, so that will give us back end downwards thrust. I want that in the main, next to the cargo container. Because that's going to take a little bit of cargo, not a lot. So I want 4 for thrust going forwards, 4 for thrust going backwards. Left and right doesn't really matter too much. But I would like 3. But I can get 3 along this back section. Do I want to put more weight on that front section? Because I can get 3 on the front for turning. Sorry, for left and right. Interestingly. And this takes cobalt to do. As you can see, it starts up straight away. That one starts up straight away. Lovely. Little planet is empty. It is. What's my inventory looking like now? Oh, it's a bit messy. Okay. I'm gonna need some steel. And I would like to turn those engines off if I can. So there they are. Pop taxi on it. Off. Off. I don't really want to be taking damage whilst trying to build this thing. Right. I think we're okay there. So we're going to be using number 5, which is these little diddy thingies. Aren't they lovely? I think we're going to be able to get away with putting them in here. Yeah, 1. Can we have it directly above? There we go. 2. Is that right? I think it is. Nope, that's not right. Five.
Fuel critical.
Jetpack fuel, huh? As I skid backwards. That looks right. Okay. So, you can tell which way they go round, obvious. Well, I think it's a bit obvious. Got that bit at the bottom. We are going to need 4 at the front as well. But we'll need to turn that around. Like that. Bit like that, maybe? Yeah, maybe. There, even. So that's 4 there. So we've got 4 front, 4 back. I want 3 left and 3 right. Where do I want the weight? That's the question, really, isn't it? I'm skidding. Stop it. It's looking like it's going to have to go here. Yeah. How far out? If it would stop skidding me, that would be helpful. We might need a spine on this to force them out. That's not going to work, is it? That's where I want them. Yeah, if we place on that part. Something like that. Okay. Just thinking we probably could do it. They're not attached fully. The centre one's attached and the 2 outer ones are attached to the centre one. So if anything goes wrong with the centre one, the 2 outers fall off. Oh well. I think that's the best way I can put it. We'll want 8 of these, won't we? We can only do 8 on the build planner at once. So we've got 3 either side, 4 front and back. We don't need upwards. We've got gravity. Do I need an extra one going downwards? Let's do a calculation. It doesn't tell me here. Oh well, we'll do the calculations later then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we can't do any more. That's correct. Right, let's get those building. Right, so that is the basic plan of my flyer. Will it fly? Remember, the batteries are the heaviest part at the moment, and they're pretty central. In fact, batteries are the heaviest thing in the game, if I remember rightly. How are we looking on resources? That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Alright, I think we're just going to leave that to it. To be honest. Oh, I've got a ton of garbage on me now. Fuel. Okay. Just trying to empty my backpack. There we go. I think I've emptied my backpack. Yes, we have. Lovely. So right-click drag to do that. Split the two. That's producing cobalt stuff, so it's going to take a while. We'll give it a while. Try and replace some of our materials. So it doesn't take too much resource-wise to build a very, very small taxi. I think this is the smallest machine that I can build for flying. I could try and make it smaller, but I don't think it's worthwhile. I think we'll probably only lose 2 blocks in length, and that would unbalance it, so not sure there's any point in doing that. Have I got my lights on? Yes, I have. So if you are waiting on production, go mine. Pretty simple, really. That way. What is that unidentified signal at 5649? I don't know. It's been there since the start of the game, and I'm just wondering what it is. I thought I'd switched it off. Okay. So there we go. It didn't take too long to get this started. Just replace a little bit of iron, and I've got a bottle on me now. You're finished. You're finished. Done. Glad he upgraded me gear now. You're done. You're done. 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 Alright, so we just got these 6. Build planet is empty. Alright. What we got left in components? Oh, we haven't been too wasteful. That's good news. Alrighty. So we just need 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll go with that. Shift middle mouse. And we have now got engines switched on. So the ones in red we haven't completed. Taxi off. Taxi off. Taxi off. This is working out okay today. I think I've earned myself a cup of coffee. Yeah, 1:17, yeah. We're doing good. We've got plenty on this taxi now. Only a little bit to go. Then the fun starts. Right, I'm going to put the kettle on. Alright, let's test the sound out. As I found out Windows is messing me about with it. Let's take a look. $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. Should reset. I hope that works. One of the things that's a little bit awkward I've noticed is this isn't got any sound anymore. Okay. Whatever. Whatever. Flying vehicles. We don't have a little black box on it, so we're not going to survive if we hit anything. Okay. No idea why they call them little black boxes on aircraft. The bright bloody orange. Oh well. Just one of those things in real life. So our respawn pod, is that useful anymore? Not really. We could dismantle it. But I don't think I'm going to. I'm going to leave it there as a reminder. with our origins of where we started from. You can switch these engines off before you build them, by the way. It's just I do it in that order because it makes more sense to my brain. No other reason. Alright, our power's coming back into our battery on the base. It's recovering. Thank God for that. Right, let's make a cup of coffee and then we can finish this off and start setting about the instrumentation and set up the control panel for it. Right, let's make that coffee. So these vehicles, there's a lot of basic mistakes you can make with them. How many of them have I made? Oh well, I guess we're gonna find out. Pardon? Huh? Did it not put them in production? No. Check. That's in production. There is a max length to production queue, so... Oh well. Whoops. Bit weird. Okay, it's doing it now. Magic. So, making the vehicle is only half of it. The rest of it is setting it up for flying and connecting. So we're going to do that in the most simplistic way possible. And if you're wondering about this rotor business and why I put it onto little small blocks like that, it's basically doing that in large blocks would be massive. As you can see by the base, the large blocks are pretty big, and I wanted a small vehicle for running around in. One that isn't going to cost too many resources or too much power. So that's the idea behind the taxi. It's just a runabout. It's not even a cargo carrier, really. It's just for getting from point A to point B. And we did put an ore detector on it. So it doubles up as a scout as well, a prospector. To start off with, that's all you need. Until you settle down somewhere. Which by the end of this episode, I'm hoping to have got somewhere with that. These are nice and easy to build. I like them. 9 motors, huh? We can wait on 9 motors. There we go. Make sure everything's built here. Yeah. Right, so that's... I think that's all the engines. Double checking. I always double check. Yeah, okay. I'll go with that. So we should still have some that aren't taxied. And off. And off. Nice and easy, does it? There we go. Antenna off. Batteries are okay. Connectors, yeah. Off. Cargo container, yeah. Ore detector. Off, yeah. That's fine. Alrighty. Sun's going down. That's the smallest I can make it, really. Usefulness of this machine? Not very practical. We could make it look better by putting extra blocks in there and shaping it and doing all the nice things and making it look good, but no, not going to do that either. It's a disposable one. Alright. No, missed me. Alright, we'll leave that block on. No damage. No damage. No damage. It's no longer part of the base. There's that. Okay. Wasn't expecting it to drop out of the sky. Huh. Never mind. Okay. So this is the taxi. Everything says taxi. That's nice. Gives you the info on it and everything. We could now have a look at the centre of mass, but I think we'll just go with whatever we've got here. I've got red on the gyros. The power's off, of course. So, we need groups. Yeah, we need groups. Antenna, 2 batteries. So, shift clicking highlights both batteries, block group, taxi batteries. Okay, we'll save that one. That comes up at the top now. So it's batteries, engine, connector. I think we have to use control click on this one. There we go. I think that's everything. Alrighty. So it's taxi, thrust. We could do with turning the forwards thrusters off. Maybe. Do that later when I worked it all out. Right. So that looks okay. Batteries are there, yeah. G. Groups. We should have batteries. Toggle block. Recharge on off. That one. So it's on recharge currently. That's good. Thrusters. Toggle block on off. Is off. That's good news. And we need a connector. That's you. There's lock. Switch lock. That's the one. Unlocked. Alright. So we've got an antenna. Toggle on off. Gyros don't matter as far as I know. Ore detector. Toggle on off. And then on 5 I want thrust forwards. Or backwards. I want these 4. No idea where they're going to be. So if I turn that on and that on, we have engines. Hopefully it didn't damage the thing too much. Engines are working, engines are working, engines are working. If I press the space bar now, we have flight. 2 hours. But if we press forwards and release, it stops. Okay. Left and right look okay. Gyros are working. Amazingly. Let's see if this connector works. Yep, connector's working, so if we press 3, that goes green. Switch the engines off, put the batteries on recharge. There we go. We have a flyer connected. Not a very beautiful thing, but hey ho. I'll go for practical over beauty. Right, so those thrusters, I can't remember which way around to do these. So we're going to test them whilst we're docked. What I'm looking for is these thrusters to turn off. So if I press 1 and 2, they turn on. If I then go to K, is it you? Is it the way they face that it says forward? No. All 4 are still going. Okay. Backward, number 9. That's the top right one. That's just gone. So it's backwards I need. So that's number 9, backward. 8, 7, 6. That's those 4. And we're going to call these brake, thrust. Save that. We're going to place that in 5. And we're just going to toggle it on and off. See if that works. Don't know if it does or not. Okay. Everything's on. Unlock. Go forwards. So if I turn 5 off and I go forwards, yeah, that worked. If I nose up, we should slow down. We do. Do we stop or start sliding? No, we're okay. Lovely. And there we go. We have a taxi. If you nose down, you speed up. Now we're going to test our taxi. See, I don't need to keep thrusting, which means I'm not using power up. The only power it's using up is to stay in the air. Saves your batteries a hell of a lot by doing that. But you have to press 5 to stop. Otherwise you don't. There we go, press 5. Now the idea is we should be able to land at this mine, yeah? That's what I'm thinking. This is going to be awkward. I've got no landing gear or anything like that. Alright, we'll try. And just switch the engines off, that's the easiest way of landing. There we go. Bit sparky, bit worried. No damage. No damage. No damage. Huh. I'm going to show you a trick now. Bit of a hack. Well, not really. But we are going to try and load this thing up and see how it works under load. Hasn't got much of a space for it, but hey ho. That's the Connect cockpit medium cargo container, alright. I did bring some steel with me, that was good of me. Okay, so we had a bad landing. Now I don't want to overload it for the first test. So the heavier it is, the more power it takes to fly.
Inventory full.
Could do with building a connector. Alright, I'm going to go with that. Alrighty. That looks good. The other thing we're missing is lights. We're flying in the dark. Lovely. This could go very wrong. Are we ready? Are we ready, everybody? Are we ready to see disaster? Let's switch the batteries on. They're on. Switch the engines on. They're on. Try lifting off. Okay. Let's get to behind. So I want that on there. We would like to be the right way up. Thank you. Let's go upwards. About 100 meters will do. Okay, test number 1. Press number 5. Are we going to go forwards? We are. What's the acceleration like? It's fine. It's going foggy, that doesn't help me. And it's saying we've got 2 hours of battery life. So the batteries, whilst in constant motion like this, aren't really being drained. I think we might be okay, but don't quote me on that. So I can use 5 for brakes. Just don't want to go too fast with something in the cargo. Alright, Hover over that mountain. Oh, lightning, lovely. Oh, I didn't do the little hacky hack thing. Okay, pressing stop. That's worked okay. Oh, down is slow to stop. That's not good. Because obviously we don't want to crash into things. Now, when you're turning around, you might tilt. So, bear that in mind. It's not looking too bad. That's looking better. Oh, God, that's snatched. So it's just 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. And if we look at our inventory, our refinery sucks out the stuff that we've got on board and starts making it. It's a basic refinery though. That matters. Huh. So the basic refinery's taken the ore. Refinery. We could toggle the basic refinery off. Ah. And under production, there are ways of doing this. Ooh. It'll be fine. Leave it to it. Can't do anything here, can I? No. Okay. So the cargo container's now empty. It's all been sucked out into the base. Lovely. If I press F, what's going to happen? It's going to hurt me, isn't it? I'm going to fall from the sky, get next to the X button. Whoa, yeah, there we go. To stop that from happening, if you stand on the back and press F on the cockpit, you get inside. But when you press F again, it replaces you in the place where you were standing. So always enter this cockpit, in this situation, when you're high up. Got a little bit of movement on that. Get into your cockpit that way. Go in from standing on the battery. And you should be safe disembarking every time. He says. You won't be falling out of the sky. Alright, we're absolutely fine. That's happy doing whatever it's doing. So if we turn that on, let the engines warm up, and that off, Okay. Press V twice. Press 5. And there we go, we've now got a taxi. So, one of the things I do want to look at is the ore detector. It's got a range of 50 metres. Ugh. Oh, we know what that means. We need to be flying about 10 to 15 metres off the floor, don't we? Can't really see too well at this time of day. Yeah, turning just tilted it slightly. Yeah, definitely can't see too well. So let's switch 8 on. 5 on. We'll go into full low altitude. Where's my altitude meter on this thing? Oh, it's on the mouse pointer, I get you. Yeah, it's on the mouse pointer. So we've got magnesium. That'll do. More magnesium. Ice. Not the best start. Nickel. Magnesium. Trick is not to move your mouse, and that's actually hard to do. Silicon. Nothing I really want there. What we could do with is some iron. Let's go down to the far end of the lake. See if anything else pops up. We're prospecting. In 19 meters, 20 meters, we're going up. I'm only seeing ice. Okay. So I'll just walk our way down this shore. See if anything else pops up. Doesn't look like it, does it? Ah, nickel. Oops. That's the wrong thing to do. 5. Cobalt? You joking me? There's cobalt here. This is possibly where I would like to build then. I wonder if there's any iron in these. Then there are hills. VV. Close back in a little touch. This is looking like a possible main base here. That's my lights on the suit that are going through there. It's a bit of a steep hill. Nothing really showing here. Okay. Anything down here? Ooh, I don't like going down steep. Let's not do that. Huh. Again, ores are not presenting themselves in easy places. Okay, I get them. I get the message, game. I get the message. I'm just wondering if it's going to be better over there. Had an idea. It's got cobalt in that lake though. Let's have a quick look around. Sun comes up from over there. We've got to do a big rock face up to that pass. Huh. I'm not certain what would be a good place? Do we think? I'm not going above 2,500 metres unless I have to. The air gets thinner. Yes, the air gets thinner in this game, folks. That's always good fun. Especially with mountains. Alright. Might be better on the mountain side. Over this side. We'll need to check along, won't we? Let's go from that direction. Alrighty. Oh, it takes a while to stop going sideways. Ugh. Oh well. I'm sure we'll figure that out. It's not exactly a racing car, is it? Alright, well, if we can find things over here, that might help. Where to look? I really would like something up here. I'm still not seeing the patches, which is the awkward bit. There doesn't seem to be anything around here. I'm really unsure about all of this. I mean, we've got the ore detector on, yeah. There's definitely no ore down here. What's this? Oh. Some kind of ravine going up into the mountain there. Nice. Iron. Whoa, 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 we found it. We found what we're looking for. How the hell are you supposed to see that? I don't get it. I can see just barely a white shadow. But I mean barely. I doubt whether you can see this on the stream. That is next to impossible. But here's our iron mine. How flat is that? Guessing not that flat. Ugh, no. Just do 2. There we go. Now, if we turn number 9 on, the antenna, we get the information from the ship, I think. Yeah, O is on, so if we turn O off, that works. Okay. Turn the hydrogen off, will you? So we're getting information from the ship's sensors. Okay. This doesn't look too bad a spot except for a bloody tree in the way. That's shallow. Alright, I'm having it. I'm gonna call it iron. Iron... Lakeside. For now. I've got to rename all of these yet. Alright. Which gives me a measurement for where to put my base. Yeah. We've found it. That's going to be the main iron mine. This side of this hill is going to disappear probably. It's buildable. And it's not too far away from the lake. Got a feeling we're opposite the cobalt, yeah. I've got a feeling we're putting our base here. Is there a good place for it? One kilometre away. How's about right below it? Here. Where all this silicon and nickel and stuff is. Where's the magnesium? It's off this side. Alright, so if we go over to the magnesium side, that brings us to here. We seem to have like a natural indent here. Alright, I'm going to go with that. New from current position. So this is going to be Earth. Yeah, Earth base. Alpha for the first one. And we'll pop that signal there. I think that's where we build. Power delivery system goes on that rock there. Okay. Alrighty. And it's only 6 kilometers away. Wow. Well, that doesn't seem too bad. Uh-oh. That's a red marker. Ooh, bad. Bad red marker. Quick switch number 9 off. Switch number 8 off. Oh. Disappeared. 9 on. 8 on. What the heck was that? Oh, yeah. Red is bad. Did I say things can go wrong? What on earth was that about? Red. Switch you on a minute. Well, those are the only 2 reds that I've got. So I'm guessing it's that one. I think we've got pirates here. Somewhere over those hills somewhere, or maybe over that way. I didn't get a direction indicator on it. I just spotted it on the HUD. Oh, hell. Oh, dear. Well. Complicates things a little bit. We don't need the ore detector on. I don't really want to keep my antenna on now. And I'll press O as well. I can't do that whilst driving. Okay. Fine. We don't have any guns. Oh well. Oh dear. We have sighted an enemy of some description. And I don't really want to find out what it is. We've got no way of defending ourselves. Oh, this is a bit jumpy. Did that wrong. Wrong button. Settle. Crunch. Well, that just happened. Whoops. Oh well. Right, so we know where we're going. Oh, we've just broken everything. Normal. Let's unload the backpack. And start tidy up. Yeah, they weren't attached very well. But never mind. Okay. We got all our measures in. That's really all I care about at this point. I can get rid of that as well. Nice. What's this? Oh, you're not attached anymore, are you? Oh well. As if we needed you. Magic. Nothing wasted. Well, we did get our scouting, and that's all now done. In fact, we've got all of this material now to do stuff with. Can always build another one of these. I might do. But it's not really what I'm after. I think I'd like a mining ship or something. Taxi served its purpose. Ooh, big thing. Yikes. Ba 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 boom. Yeah, so damage in the game. As you can see, all we did, we fell, what, 4 blocks downwards, and that's the damage. So if you expect the game to be kind to you, damage-wise, forget it. If we were armoured up, could have been a different story. But we weren't. Do I need that still there? Probably. Lovely. No point trying to repair that. That was beyond repair. Just collect all our components back so we'd have to remake them. Nice. I think I'll take the engines out first. So, life expectancy of a taxi, not very long. And we spotted red things. So it's changed my opinion of what I was going to do next. We're going to need something with a gun on it. Okay. So we're going to need a completely different idea for a vehicle. Oh, we've got plenty of materials for building one. So you can see why I was taking everything so slow, well, whilst flying around. Yeah, we're cleaned up. That's nice. Any other rubbish around here? It's going to get in the way. Nah, I doubt it. Right, so we just need an idea of how to start the next build. Right, so 8,000 out of 15, we're safe there. We've got lots and lots of materials. Big bonus. Not too much on the iron. Got everything else we need. Okay. Oops. I think I've cleaned up. Ah, no. Some of that. Okay, we'll get rid of that. Alrighty. Double check. Yeah, clean your scraps up, as they stop you from placing blocks. There we go. Nice one. Excellent. We've done our scouting. Our taxi worked. It lasted an hour. With my brilliant flying and control of the keyboard, we managed to get it to break. Which, yeah, okay. That's okay. And we're going to need turrets. Possibly. We're going to need magnesium. Alright, a small break now for thought. So, GPS. Got plenty of magnesium there. Got single magnesium there. We do have one at the nickel. Okay. So we're going to be extending the nickel mine into a magnesium mine. That's all I want to know. Why do you keep coming up? Awesome. How do we move base? So, structures. The game has a trash can cleanup phase because it's like a server. Any unpowered blocks that you are away from by a certain distance, I think it's about 5 kilometers or so. Not sure, don't quote me on that. If they're unpowered and they're left there long enough, they get cleaned up, disappear. Gone. So for that main base, we need to transport a power generator. A wind turbine. Shouldn't be too bad. I think we should be able to do that. I'm a little bit hesitant with the red marker though. Wonder if it's going to be a pirate base. Ooh, there's a thought. Right. Okay, just going to do a quick sound test because we're having trouble with that lately. Sounds okay there. Give you a little clickety clickety. Alright. Hopefully that'll stop my sound going to sleep. I don't really want to be building anything more here. So all the resources we've got here are for starting our next base. As we've still got the respawn pod helping us out here. Now whilst I was at the main, that marker, I did spot a nice place to put a wind turbine. think we should go for it. What will we need then? A medical kit? Yeah, probably. I think we can stretch it from there. Yeah, if we go for a wind turbine and then a medikit. Survival kit. That does everything that we need, doesn't it? There's ice aplenty. Ooh, a plan is starting to form. Alright. Okay, so we're going to need to go back to here. Number 7. What do you need? Interior computer girder. Alright. So if we go for a turbine... Alright, just pop it on the build planner. That looks right. Okay. And it just wants some girders. Alright. So if I control shift click that, I get 10. I'll take 20. Okay. All components successful. Thank you. Just clear my hands. And we've got markers there. Let's go. Magic. So you now know how to set up vehicles. You also know how to crash them. Awesome sauce. Life expectancy of vehicles. I'm not very... It's a relay post. Oh no. I'm going to chance it. You just fire it. Well, that's right. A relay post. Ooh. Alright, I'm going to build here. So I want to be building on this side, I think. I'll just do it random. Okay. And it has to be powered. So, how far up do we want to go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to go 9. 7. We don't have a lot of time to do this in, but you have to be built now. Those blocks are now powered. And that's how you start a base. With pirates on the doorstep. Lovely. Fantastic. We should be out of iron. Okay. Magic. Right, so that's your start for 10. Somehow we have to build here. 5.276, and we're going into that mountain. That's going to cause problems. If we start a small base here, we might just get away with it. Got 270 meters to play with. Huh. Right, so that structure's safe-ish, as long as a pirate doesn't come by and blow it up. So the next thing we're after is a survival kit. What else do we need? Possibly a hydrogen generator? Maybe. That could be sorted out separately. Alright, we're going to leave that in there for now. So what do we need for a survival kit? That's a good question. G, survival. That's a survival kit. Which one do we want? Is that large or small? That's large. Okay. And you just want some medical components. That's good news. Right. We're moving. We are moving. Yay. We'll see if this is possible. How can we do it? Is that just a basic assembler that was in there? Do we still have a basic assembler? No, we don't. Oh, we do. That's a full-size assembler. Good, we didn't destroy that. Excellent. The base survived. The taxi didn't. Can always make another. Alrighty. $126. That'll be good enough. Now, if we can get this set up today, that would be wonderful. Yeah, Space Engineers at its best. What can go wrong will go wrong. Alright, so I'm learning about flying again. Oh god. Earth base Alpha. We need magnesium. Alright, we need to sort that out. I'm just wondering how hostile they're going to be at this stage, as we are entering the mid-game. Alright, I'm going to have to bring that where? Actually, it doesn't really matter too much, does it, at this stage? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay. And we want... we haven't even got it on the bar, have we? Number 5, please. I'm thinking... No. That way. Check it works. Yeah, works. Don't get a hydrogen off it, but it works. Alrighty. Survival kits. Pop those on. We don't have a battery. I think a battery might be a good idea. Probably put it in here. Put it in the floor. Okay. And I think we're good. Oh. Okay. Why do I want a battery? Because it stores power. And I'm going to be building a main base there, and I'm going to need probably some power at some point. May as well get it in now. Oh, sun's coming out. So as soon as you get your first wind turbine up, having a battery knocking around is usually a good idea. 13 steel and 80 power cells. Oh, that's bad. Never mind, we'll make them. Just build a turbine tower with 10 turbines on it. Okay. Interesting idea. I've been able to do the whole thing with 2. And 1 battery. Not sure which I prefer. I'm thinking about that magnesium. Because we got a problem. I'll think it through whilst we're putting this battery together. I had 10 because of how it looks. Could function without... Yeah. Could probably do half. I'm going to need the battery power though to power up some vehicles. Because I'll be building vehicles at this new base. Once it gets going. But I feel as though I've got the base in the right place now. Just worried about those pirates. Power cells are going to be awful. Wonder if we can do this faster. Probably. I can't put bottles in here, can I? No. Okay. Fair enough. So when you build a vehicle and you put a battery on a vehicle and you want it to charge to full so it's ready to go, having battery power to send over is usually a good idea. Small vehicle will deplete a single battery quite happily. But we'll expand on power later. Then you pick the battery up. Do you build a whole vehicle from scratch? Yes, I do. Indeed I do. Every vehicle I build is usually slightly different. In some way or other. Oh no, how many am I carrying? 16? $22. Okay. So be it. If we drop one of these, can we get that up even further? 47, and we're carrying 25. That's better. Alrighty. You've only been playing a few days. It's okay. This is my second session after a break for quite a while. So I'm trying to remember how to do things. Not as easy as you might think. So I'm not doing things very efficiently. And I'm crashing my vehicles and blowing things up, and it's going fantastic. Try playing this on console now, thank you. I do have a pad here. I've decided not to use it. The controls on the game are a little bit more complicated than I think a console can do properly. It would confuse the hell out of me. Yeah, we're alright on one bottle if I don't hang around. It's that pirate marker. It's if a second one turns up, then we've got big problems. You're on the PS5. Yeah, I think without a keyboard and mouse, it's more difficult. Still, I press the wrong keys all the time. Don't worry about it. Part of the fun. Let's get some magnesium. Do that on the... we'll get this up and running first. Yeah, we're at half battery here. You see, it tells me how much power I've got spare. Excellent. Friend and I have a multiplayer going. Yeah, it is. I've been playing along with Sil, trying to get back into the game. Sil's my mate. And we're building like huge structures and things, making them all airtight. So I've had a little bit of practice over the past week. Obviously not enough, but enough to get me going again. But yeah, it's a lot easier if you're playing with like 2 people. Hell of a lot easier. Whoa. Pop you 2 in. So 50, 60, 70, 80, perfect. We are going to pop those in. Could get destroyed by the pirates, but hey ho, we'll take the chance. Friends Canadian. Yeah, time zones. Yeah, we have a slight time zone difference, me and Sil at the moment. But it's only an hour. It's fine. $5 hours, yes. Yeah, that's a big time difference. Yeah, don't crash. There we go, all components successful. Nice. Right. We need to look at that magnesium on the way back. Yeah, it's a really nice, I would say it's a gentle game once you've got it going. It took me a session to get the first base built, but it means that we've got no time limit now. Well, up to a point. And we can survive quite easily around here. up to a point, looking at red things. It took a while to stop swearing at the game. Oh no, it's just take it slow, gentle. It's very accommodating, but you've just got to do things the right way sometimes for it to want to play along with you nicely. Right, that's on 1, that'll charge up. Right, that's you done. And I've got magnesium over here. Accidentally undocking your ship. Well, so the battery on recharge, yeah, that's what I just did. And it fell from the sky. Very politely. But at least I've worked out now how to fly again. The problem is, if we make a mining vehicle, we can't really put a turret on it. Oopsie daisy. Right, so this is nickel. And magnesium is... oh, down... what? Down below us? Oh. Oh dear. Crouch. Don't aim downwards. Let's see if we can level this out a little touch. Slightly downwards. We're going to have to go down and around. Probably. Just right click. And we'll see if we can get close to that magnesium. There it is. That's okay, I think. Is that magnesium? What on earth is that? Looks like something. Alright, crouch. See what we got. $252 magnesium and a load of stone. Okay. I guess that's magnesium then. Interesting. We're gonna need some of that for bullets. I've got a horrible feeling about this. Leave that to it. Right, what's... yeah. I think I've earned a cup of coffee. Because we're not under pressure from here. Lovely. I'm going to put the kettle on. Yeah, it looks like cobalt. That's what I thought when I saw it. I thought, what? It's blue. Weird colour. Right, I'm just going to put the kettle on. Be right back. gives me a chance to reset my sound system. Alrighty. I think that should be alrighty. Yeah, things are looking good. You just remembered it. You gotta rebuild the ship today, because I messed with the wrong barracks last night. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm just starting to think on how to take on the pirates. Or whether I want to or not. We can build guns. That needs platinum. Platinum. Platinum, okay. That's just iron, nickel and cobalt. That's automatic, isn't it? Yeah, that's the A. That's the aimed. And that's the base. Basic. Yeah. And these all take magnesium. Alright, not too much magnesium required. Got some cobalt in, got some iron in. We don't have magnesium yet. Okay. Fair enough. You built a cannon on your ship. Shot at it a whole bunch, leaving fire and destruction, yet somehow they still had missiles left. Oh dear. Yeah, the destruction in this game is huge. Huge, and damage is massive. And of course it's hit points per block. So, yeah, blocks get blown away. Right, I'm going to make me coffee. Yeah, combat can be fun, it can be exciting and all the rest of it, but it can be very costly. So if you've got like a big spaceship or something like that, you're in space and the pirates attack, it can set you back hours if you are not careful. So combat is sometimes a last resort. Sometimes. Sometimes it's a first resort. Whoa, what have I got on me? 100%, okay. I just took off without thinking. So what I tend to do is in space I'll have a small fighter or something like that, which I can use for initial engagements. here on the Earth-like planet, I've never really bothered too much about attacking. This is all stone. Alright, we'll take it. What the heck, why not? Let's see if we can get down into this stuff. Not sure. Not an easy angle to start into a vein. I'll take anything it gives us actually at this point in time. I mean, it's only a kilometre away. Yeah, when you get towards the end game, combats get a little bit scary. No, I wanted that one. What's it in this refinery? That's better. Right, we should get some magnesium out of that. I notice the ice is going down quite fast. Faster than intended, but that's okay. How do we get through this? Guess we don't really, do we? Alright. That'll do. That'll give us an initial amount of magnesium if I can find my way out of here. Which I can't. Ah, is that it? Yeah. Lost. Lost underground. Now, the initial magnesium I don't want a lot of. Can fix that later. So, bigger the base is, the more attention it will attract. I guess all we can do is mine there and see. Okay. See what happens. I mean, if they come after us, they come after us. That's fine. If they destroy us, they destroy us. It'll be all right. It'll be fine. Oh, I did take some damage, didn't I? Whoops. So I'm going to build into the cliff face by the looks of this. That decision's been made for me. I was going to build out onto the ice. I was. But I think we're going this way now. Oh, this is going to go everywhere, isn't it? It's going to be a mess. I'm just going to take it easy doing the entrance way because I want it as small as possible. I want somewhere I can get away from bullets. These are going absolutely everywhere. Lovely. I'm going to need to do something with that gravel, aren't we? Oh no. That's bad. Alright, that's not looking too bad. That's a start. $81 iron. Wow. Now we have to crouch, and then we go to this corner here. Is that working? I think it is. Yeah, it is. Go to that corner. And we can just do a bit of this as well. Good, he's catching. Is it catching everything? Alright, we have a start. Do I want that removing? Yeah. That's better. Right, I'm happy with that. What have we got on us? Absolutely nothing. Okay. And this is the start of the main base. We are going to be tunnelling, unfortunately. There's one thing they can't do. Shoot through a mountain. Well, they can, but it takes them a while. It is something I would not really want to be happening. Right, let's start building our main base. I am going to put... Do I want to put that piece in? Yeah, go on then. Yeah, go on. We'll have it 3 wide at this point. Why not? Okay, entranceway. How do we do it? do it? Yeah. Oops. Magic. There we go. Right, we've got access. Oops, wrong button. Right. Is this going to work? Yes, it will. The iron's starting to come in. That's good news. If I get stuck, I can always go back to the survival base and sort myself out from there. Which is never a bad thing. Do I really want to continue with these side parts? I think I'm going to. Oops, I'm flying. Don't do that. Wrong button. Okay, how deep do we need to go? That's the other question, isn't it? Five. Alright, let's start marking this out. Which is never hard to do. I always use measurement blocks. Nothing special about it, so I'm going to use a measurement. No, we'll use this side as a measurement. Yeah. Right, that's going to be our measurement block. Can I put that one in? I can. That's fine. Right, so I want 5 from there. That's going to take a while, but hey-ho. Not a problem. Am I okay with that bit there? Not really. I'll take you out. Yeah, that's okay. Right, that's the centre. Alright, we'll use the centre. Nice. Inventory full, huh? That's what we like to hear. What to do with the gravel? Yeah, that'll do. That's what we're going to do with the gravel. Chuck it in there. And we do have magnesium, literally, there. But how to get to it? There's a lot of ice in the way. We'll get to it eventually, is the answer. Right now, I'm more interested in what we can do with this. Get all the garbage out of the way, please. So I'm not too bothered about these things spiking out or anything like that. We don't need to tidy that up. It'll give it more character. I don't like oblongy things. I like a bit more shape to whatever I construct. Well, at least we've now got a hole we can hide in. Sort of, nearly. And yes, I do keep crouching to do this. I didn't take it out of my inventory, did I? Duh. There you go. There you go. Control. There we go, just want 10. Trying not to build too much at the moment. And I don't really want to build a basic assembler. Huh. I'll have to see how that works out.
Inventory full.
But you can already see 1, 2, this will be the third, yeah, then we can start thinking about what we want to do with that. Okay. It's a good way of mining as well for initial stone. I just saw a shadow. Oh, right, it's that one. It's the sun going down. Okay. Yikes, that was scary. Yeah, that's good. I'll swap you. So I'm really doing it this way to gain resources, is what I'm really doing here. And using these as measures. You can always remove them. Oop, don't do that. You'll blow it up. Try not to blow up the thing that you're standing on.
Inventory full.
Excellent. I think we're there. 2, 3. I just need this. Yeah, we are nearly there. Wow. Okay. Oh, power. We can survive it for as long as we want, really. Excellent. That goes in there, that goes on there. Everything's good. Everything's good. And it's getting dark. So this is not going to get easy. It's going to get harder, isn't it? We might need some lights. So we can sort that out. I think it's those.
Inventory full.
We're nearly ready for a light, I think. Okay, I want that spot there. Trying to keep it as rough as possible. It'll look better.
Inventory full.
But you can see that we're gaining quite a lot of iron out of this, which is going to be very, very useful soon. We're up to 100 and just over 1,000 already. This is just by making a passage. Soon use it up. I mean, that's not a problem. Whoops. Don't do that. Out there. Got it. So just stock up these resources nicely.
Inventory full.
We don't have the correct resources for what we want to do, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, last one. So that's going to go on there. That's going to become a floor. That's an awkward one. Can I get that one? Did I not go far enough? No, I didn't. No, I did. Oof, that is close. That's it.
Inventory full.
Yeah. And I need that block in. There it is. Okay. So if we've got the measurements right, this wall extends out this way, but we do have these crevices. So I've got to watch out for height still, even at 5 blocks in. But we should be alright. Tidy some of this roof up. Okay. And that's looking about right now.
Inventory full.
And there's the start of our
Inventory
first room. It's just not obvious. Keep this wall as it is, I think. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's the kind of structure I want. Natural rock site type of structure. It seems to be working okay.
Inventory full.
But I think you can now see why I set the base up like this. I mean, that is going to take forever to charge that. That battery.
Inventory full.
Do we take these out? Probably, yeah. Stay with the natural formation of the rock. Okay. That's possible. Haven't quite decided yet. It might look a bit weird to have a standing pillar like that, though. Okay. We'll see how it works out. Gravel. Yay. You can stay there. I don't want to start collecting gravel just yet. I do want to collect it, just not yet. We are going to be doing this side a little bit more, aren't we?
Inventory full.
I've done it again. We do need gravel. But not until you pass the halfway mark in the game. Really? Oops, wrong button. Right, you have to nuzzle up to that. Okay. We'll just clear the stone off this part. That's looking okay. Let's tidy that up. We've got our corner.
Inventory full.
So it doesn't take long to get things started. It's then just having the ideas of what you want to do with it all.
Inventory full.
So we're going to need a basic assembler. Huh.
Inventory full.
Okay. I mean, this is just going to stay here for now.
Inventory full.
That's a lot of inventory. Oh, it can't handle it. All right. We're overflowing the survival kit with stone. And we have to start using it soon. That's okay. Okay, that looks all right.
Inventory full.
Time to make that stone into something useful. This corner doesn't look right.
Inventory full.
That's not good. That's not what I wanted to see. Right about there.
Inventory full.
Yeah, that's done it. 2,000. Oh, right, we're okay. I think. Don't want to block the system up with stone, do we? Alright, how am I going to do this? We've got the pillar. Can I sneak? Yes, I can. Alright. I should be able to sneak that in on top. And we are going to have a pillar. Alright. Okay. There. So we're keeping that. Is the answer. One of the things we do have to check is that we just didn't go through the roof. It looks as though it went in far enough. That's what I was worried about. Okay. G. Lights. You'll do. Okay. Magic. And that is the beginnings of a room. Components. Did I not order those? Yes, I did. Thank you. Yeah, that'll do. Now, interior lights, lighting. That's what it's given us. I mean, I prefer mood lighting to most other things. So, I don't want white. So the colour, let's go for 150. 160 will do. That'll make that about 200. That's got an orangey glow to it. Radius will whack it up. Fall off. 1.5 please. Intensity. We'll just bring you down. Don't want too much. Don't want to be blind. Alright. That's more like what I'm after. Are we bleeding to the outside too much? We've got a bit of a glow going on. That looks cool. Maybe a bit too much of a glow going on. But I don't know, I'm quite liking that. Unintended side effect. Huh. Lovely. Okay. Alrighty. Now we can speed this up a little. So I'm going to right click a little bit now. This is pretty damn fast tunneling on right click. Because I want to put the room in. How does that look? It's close.
Energy low.
Energy low, huh? Oh wow, that's lovely. It's working out nice. How's sound doing? Seems to be alright. I'm just wondering if it'll transfer over to YouTube or not. Because this is the beginnings of a base build. Oops, wrong way around. And I think we've got somewhere. Well, we've got to our first room. Oh, come on. Thank you. Nope. That's better. That'll go in. Floor is nearly in. This bit's missing. Right there. There you go. Simple as that. That gives us nearly a 3x3. I think I might extend it a little bit more because we've got enough light there to cover the whole room. Yeah, we'll extend it off this part as well. Okay, that's alright there. Crouch. Need you gone. Just right clicking. We're not mining. Got enough. For now. Just for the steel plates to put the floor in. That's all we really needed. Okay, that's the one I don't want to do. So you stay here. About there. Yeah, that'll do. $47 left, okay. Very easy to build up a small room like this. Get a half decent floor in. Check that ceiling. It's looking a little low. Just raise the ceiling up slightly, I think. past you. That looks okay. It's a bit rounded. But it's okay. We've got some nice patterns going on there. Alright, this is where I'm going to put an assembler. Right. So this is going to be the initial base room, which is going to support the building of the rest of the base. That's the functional way of looking at it. It's what size assembler do we need? Is the question. Ugh. And I think we're going to decide that in the next episode. Yeah, we have started the main base. We've got a nice little diggy dig tunnel. It's not perfect, but it's good enough for what I want. Just take that one off. And got the pillar for the light. And then we'll start in on that lot. That's looking like a tunnel carrying on already. I'm not sure about the assembler. Oh, we've got a plus one, have we? We've got a light now. 5. Too long. What the hell's that? That's just an assembler, is it? That's an industrial. We can't really do that. Basic, no. So it's this one. Do we stand it up? I think we do. I'm not too keen on that. Maybe we put it there. That would make sense. Ooh. Do I want it freestanding? We might do. Yes, we do. Right, so it has to be freestanding. Goes there. I'm going to push it back one now. That needs 10 metal grids. That's fine. We can get those. And there we have it. We have the start of a glowy mountain rocky side. That is cool. Cool side effect. There we go. Sorted. Cleaned up. Yeah. So we've now got a hidey hole. Might come in useful, not sure. Can I just slide something off there or not? Not really. It's being difficult. Oh, we might be able to. Yes, we can. Magic. I don't think that's going to work. Not really. No, not really. Okay. Alright, we'll leave it at that. Just thinking of where to put a turret. Maybe in this part? It needs coverage of the doorway. Might just be above the survival kit at this point in time. That's a bit close to the wind turbine. Nope, that's wrong. That's fine. What about up there? Looking at the angles of fire. Alright. That's probably where it's going to go. Do we just put a defense turret in or an aggressive turret in? Defense, I think. Okay. Magic. Not bad. Not bad for a session, that. Yeah, okay, we crashed a taxi, but hey-ho. That's fine. Doesn't stop you from doing anything, does it? I think I'm alright with that. As a start point. So the first job is to get an assembler in. It's the same assembler as this one, isn't it? We can check. Yes, it is. Okay, that's alright then. We can check in on magnesium. 17. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. Okay. We didn't get any more in here, did we, Baxton? No. Alright, magnesium might be a bit of a problem. Where does magnesium go in the tree? It doesn't really, gonna stay there. Okay. Alrighty, so main base is now under construction, so that's going to be an endless task, I think. The best way of putting that is. It's going to be as big as it ever gets. It's just how much time is spent on it. Because once we've been over there doing that, the batteries have recovered here from that taxi experiment. Awesome. Awesome sauce. So we're in a good place for the next session. Except for the magnesium. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But that's the kind of start. Not perfect. But, you know, it's the kind of start you'd be expecting. It has its ups and its downs. Just spotted a block that's loose, but it might disappear. I don't know. Have its own volition. We'll see. Lovely. In the meantime, I'd like you to enjoy your Sunday. Chill out, relax, and if you get a chance, just get out there and have a little bit of fun. You never know. Take care, peeps. And thanks for popping by.